Hello everyone, I go by the name of Roxy Rose, and this right here is Roxy Rose Guides. Debt update for the month of January 2026. I'm excited for this new year. Hello everyone and welcome back, y'all. It is 2026. I'm recording this on February 1st. Hoping that I can get this out as soon as possible, but we got some really bad news. My computer is broken. Broken. You see this? Yeah, it's bad. The screen is glitching and moving, and it's really bad. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to fix it, but I am gonna tell you this. I'm super blessed and thankful that I have Assuring Home Plus, which takes care of all my electronics. I pay, now it's like $37 a month, but now I can get this replaced. So I'm super happy about that. Of course, I got to pay a deductible, but the deductible is like $100, $150, and they'll fix my whole computer. So the screen was glitching, the whole thing. It was just really bad. And I didn't drop it. It was all due to like just bending it. And I guess something caught on it and it just broke. Okay. But guess what? It's like 4 or 5 years old. So it's probably about time for me to get a new computer anyway. So I'm blessed. Hopefully I'll get something really nice and new and something that, can help me make better and faster videos for you. Okay. I want to thank my wonderful subscribers. You are wanted and appreciated. And y'all, I just thought about a new name I want to try out. You let me know. What you think? Let me know. If you can think of another name, I'm trying to figure out what could be a really good name for the subscribers on this channel. I'm thinking about budgetees because, other people use budgeteers or, budget baddies or budget this and that, but budgetees would be really nice. Let's get into the tea, our financial. It also could be I I don't know, but that's what I was thinking about, budgetees. If you like that, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. Let me know if it's good or you think maybe we should switch it to something else. Anyway, I want to thank my wonderful subscribers who are wanted and appreciated, and I thank you so much for coming back on here, being so patient and kind, and waiting for my next video. And if you're new here and you like all things budget, finance, debt payoff, cash budgeting, and different things like that, like and subscribe below. If you watched my last video, which should be up there, you know that I am super excited this month. I am on a goal and on a mission to pay off some debts. Okay, so here's the proof to the pudding. Today we are I want to introduce you to my new planner. Hello. Okay, she's the budgetee queen. All right, so this is the new budget planner. I literally just fixed my old budget planner and just taped this bag on top of it. It's nothing crazy, and I made this new planning page just so I know that it's the new year, but it's the same old planner. Okay. If you're interested in this planner for any reason, I have an undated version that should be on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, you can definitely go on there, print out what you need, take off what you don't, and make yourself a planner. All right. So we are just finished January, which I'm super happy about. And now we are going into February, which I definitely need to go ahead and fill out and add some more things to it. This is what I have for February. Just really nice, really filled up with things. And this is for January, what I had. So there's a lot of things I'm putting into this brand new planner. I'm still working on it. If you don't know, now you know that in the back of my planner, I have my debt repayment tracker. Okay. And we updated it. So we have our debt repayment tracker I updated it so it looks just a little more clean cut, just a little better, to me at least. So you updated it a little bit, and then instead of having just these sheets, which I've had for a long time, right? This time I'm gonna actually put a page in here with the net worth update, because it's worth it to actually put it in the book. So I'm probably gonna like glue it or tape it in here. In the meantime, it's something I really thought about last minute. But so let's go ahead and get started with our debt repayment tracker. Get started with this update, and let's get. Now, before we get started with our debt, every year at the beginning of the year, I love to go ahead and look back at all my debt and check out the credit card interest rates. As you know, and every year since I found out on a TV show that I watched, I let you guys know. Y'all, tip, big budget tip, okay? If you want to, if you had a credit card for, let me say over a year. If you had a credit card over a year, depending on what bank company you have, you can actually call your bank and ask them to lower your right. In these times and ages where roast beef is like $15 at the store. Yeah, sliced roast beef for a sandwich is $15 at the store. I just checked today. Okay. You definitely want to make sure that your interest rates go down, especially when you're swiping cards for groceries. So that's what I would check in with, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now and, pen it in, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit. All right. By the way, if you are looking for where to find these interest rates, all you have to do is go onto your bank statement, scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to see this place that says interest charges, annual percentage, and it goes by purchases, cash advance, balance transfer, whatever. You're looking for purchases. That's your basic purchases that you make. If you leave a balance on your account, this is how much interest they're going to charge you. Okay? So let's get into it. So the first thing we have is Chase. So you have our Chase bank cards. I have 3 Chase bank cards. So I have Chase Freedom. I have Chase Amazon, which is now, I guess, Prime. And then I have Chase Flex. I don't know why I got so many cards. There's no actual good reason for it, but I do have those cards. And the interest rates. So we have 22.49 on my first card. We have 26.49% on the Flex. And then we have 22.74 on the Amazon Prime. So guess what that tells me, okay? That tells me that I'm going to need to make sure that these, especially this one, is not used. This card doesn't need to be used. This is so close to 30%. I'm like racking my brain. 20%, it's started to become normal, this 20%, although I don't think it should, it's something that we can consistently want. But I know my credit score is raising. This is not okay. And unfortunately, at least for me, Chase is one of those companies that does not lower the interest rate. Okay, they want their money. All right. They want it every month on your fees, and they want it with this interest. So unfortunately, I have to stick to that, which really sucks. The good thing is that this month I am at 0 with all of my Chase accounts. All right, so let's get to the next. All right, so the next one is Bank of America, and Bank of America has an interest rate of. So Bank of America is a little tricky only because I did a balance transfer. So my balance transfer lasts until January 2027. All right. So I'm not being charged an interest rate currently right now with my $2,851 that I owe on this credit card. Remember, it was a balance transfer that we did last year. Check on my videos from last year to know. So I'm gonna put BT balance transfer is 0%, but overall, it's about 13.49%. And I'm telling you right now, I could probably call them and see if I can even lower it lower. Because Bank of America, they lower those interest. So I don't know what your bank does. Check it out. Try it yourself. You might get a nice customer service rep, or you might be at a right time for the company that they want to go ahead and help you with their great grace, with your, they want to help you with your situation. Please make your situation sound dire, okay? Not to take away from those who don't have dire situations, but just make sure you're, worthless. But yeah. Next, we have another credit card, more of a newer one. So this one is kind of difficult too. It's through Discover, and Discover says I actually have a promotion that expired last month. So I'm guessing this next statement that I get, they're gonna tell me how much I don't know. And I also did a balance transfer here, so my balance transfer doesn't expire until August. So, all right, I guess Discover, we're not so sure what's happening with Discover. So I'm going to leave Discover down here, and I'm just going to put a question mark because we still got to figure that out. But currently on Discover, we owe $7,000. Next, we have our oldie but goodie. We have Citibank, and Citibank has a interest rate of 19.74%. Then we have Amex, and Amex has an interest rate of 26.24. I will be honest, with Citicard and Amex, I have a zero balance, which makes it really good. But this interest rate is horrible. So Amex, and I saw Amex, Citibank, and Bank of America were the three companies that really work with me when it came to interest rate. Of course, they took into consideration how long I had their credit card product and how long I had been at that bank, if you have other accounts. And like that, I made consistent payments every month. They have it all in their computer systems and whatnot. But yeah, I like how these are under 20, and I don't like these two right here. These two right here are trying to make me throw something. But, I don't need to use the card. So I'm not going to until those are fixed, or I just don't need to use the card. So I just need to really be careful about how I'm spending and what I'm spending, as I'm trying to save as much as possible. That brings us to a grand total of $9,851 in credit card debt. That's where we are at the beginning of the year. Based on what we show and based on the statement balances and everything, this is where we are at the beginning of the year. So I'm excited to see this compared to last year, where it was like 20-something thousand that I owed. So, I got it down by a lot. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves credit card debt free this year. That's the goal. Credit card debt free. I have a bunch of other things that I'm trying to put my money and time into, and some other avenues to make more money, because, paying off things is great, but we got to make some more money too. So that's where I'm at when it comes to that part of the debt update, revolving debt, aka credit card. Now let's go down to the horrible, the no good, the very bad student loan. Oh man, horrible student loans. Let me get another color for these student loans. Okay, as we know, we have a number of student loans. We have Mohila, and this Mohila is through studentloan.gov. It's different than my other Mohila, which is like the private actual company. Then we have Earnest, right? And then we have Aspire. I feel like I put it out of order, out of whack. However, honestly, this is just where we got it. So we know that Mohila, the big one, has 6.8% interest. And I'm still working. I'm still working. Yo, they're still working. They're still working on trying to get us on some kind of repayment plan. I'm still not on a repayment plan, and I've applied since like I applied in the summer, and then I had to reapply again because it just I don't know what was going on with the department. No, they weren't accepting applications. They weren't accepting applications, so I had to reapply again in November. That's right before I, got my new job. So, oh gosh, just a tidbit for here. I wonder what you guys were able to do